Hi. All right. Well, thanks for coming. Um, Thank you so much for the opportunity to share with DE and the Band of Brothers. Um, I am going through some transitions. So I just wanted to, hopefully, everybody's going through some transitions. It's 2023. I just wanted to share kind of where I'm headed, and maybe it'll be something that'll resonate with you. So, um, I have been in practice for 15 years, like Andy said, and I've been practicing with my sister, and I've been the DC, and she has been the front office support. And it has been a lot of fun for a long time. However, what I've realized is we're two very different people with very different personalities. And that has made some of the decisions moving forward pretty challenging, which in your own office, you're probably realizing that too. When there's a few drivers, it makes it more challenging to get things accomplished. And sometimes it just feels like, or it has felt like I'm pushing a boulder up a hill, and that becomes very, very hard emotionally, physically, mentally. So thank God I found DE, because DE has actually helped me pray about things and listen to my innate and trust those decisions that are coming from inside. That wee little voice that gets louder, the harder we work at that. And what I started doing is I just started praying that things would be different and we would separate, because I knew the direction that we were headed. I'd rather close the office than actually fire anybody or cause any turmoil. So, upon praying, God sent me the right answer, and we have decided to separate and go our own ways, which has been a blessing more than anything. Now, it finally, life finally feels like I'm able to move forward. Now, I'll tell you, when we're going through transitions, there's a lot of fear and there's things that are very uncomfortable. But like Oasis always says, comfort sucks. And the unknown and just doing something that feels uncomfortable can be more comfortable than you realize as you're going through it. Now, because of it, DE, I have been able to listen to innate. Before, I never really had that full appreciation. And, because the voice wasn't loud enough, or it wasn't what I felt it should be, or what it should be saying. So that was always interesting. But now, going through this transition, I've been able to open my arms, and hopefully, if there's anything that you're going through, you're able to open your arms and embrace this change and know that you can walk by faith. Now, when we have multiple opinions in an office or in a household, it makes it really challenging to actually have really good decisions come out of it. The staff has been compromised, decisions have been compromised, finances have been compromised. But I know through innate and myself, and having the trust and the meditation in the morning to keep my mind clear, open, and on the horizon, I'm able to transition much easier. As Andy said, I do have a 6-year-old, and seeing life through those eyes has helped me realize maybe some of the burdens or some of the challenges that I think have existed are just something that I've put in my own way to cause limitations or make my life be like they're a bigger deal than they actually are, right? Um, when we're thinking about life, or when I've thought about chiropractic and innate, it literally has provided me with unlimited potential, right? That's what chiropractic is. Removing any sort of interference so that your brain, your body, the potential, God innate, can move through us, right? So I've really been working on this, and I encourage you, if you haven't been working on this, is to just continue to keep meditating, getting on the phone calls, making sure that you're remaining that hollow vessel. That way you can elevate mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. There's so much more potential than living in that limited mindset. Now, sometimes I have felt that I've just been too busy, right? Oh, there's too much, or there's too much conversation in my own mind. But what I've realized is when we have clutter, or when we're not following our innate that direction that we're supposed to be going, it is like pushing a boulder uphill, but you can't elevate yourself to that higher mindset of thinking, right? So there's limitations in your mindset. There's that fear of the unknown, where it's just like, it's going to be unknown anyways. So just accept it and move forward. And that's half the battle, is just taking that step, taking that leap. Now, we're going through life, and it seems like, we're breaking barriers, or at least I'm trying to break barriers, and they're still there. There's a new barrier left to break, or to figure out, or to work through. Now, teaching myself, and you've probably taught yourself this as well, or you're working through it or working on it, to walk by faith, right? Like the DE mindset, walk by faith, not by sight. It's so much easier to say than we can actually think about, but just making sure and holding that line to say, you know what, I'm not quite sure where this is going to lead me, but I do know that I need to walk by faith, even though I can't see it, feel it, touch it, smell it. I know it's there. It's in that fourth dimension. I'm just going to manifest it into the third dimension. It's going to happen. And it's all right there. It's not tangible at this moment, but it's there, right? We're just moving it through the dimensions. Now, because of this limited mindset, we all know it impacts every aspect of our life, right? Our family, our work, our financial, our spiritual, our own acceptance, and ultimately we're not able to care for ourselves, right? It's hard to get the necessary chiropractic care, or it's hard to give the necessary chiropractic care to our community. So making sure that when we're starting out this year, 2023, we're focusing on how to make yourself better. What do you need to work on? What is a barrier that you've been putting in your back pocket that needs to come out, and you need to embrace it and address it? I'm going to call 2023 simplify. That's my word for the year, which is very uplifting and motivating. If you don't have a word, I do encourage you to find a word for 2023, and making sure that you're always listening to that voice. The more you feed it, the more you listen to it, the more you encourage it to be there, the more you're going to have faith and trust in that decision, and realize you're going to be headed in the right direction as long as you're listening to that voice. Always, always, always. Being 16 years in practice with a solid team member has been amazing, but I am definitely excited to see where the future is going to take all of us. DE is coming up, and it's next weekend. So make sure that you're registered. I am unable to make it to this DE, but I look forward to bringing my team to the April DE. And I wouldn't be who I was without DE. So many things have happened in my life that I could never have dreamed would have happened. My first DE, I came home and I asked my husband to marry me. If you haven't been to DE, I 100% encourage you to go. Trust that wee small voice. Walk by faith, not by sight. Make those transitions. Make this year what you really want it to be. I'm going to call it short tonight. I love you so much. I am so appreciative for you giving me your time through DE, through Band of Brothers. I'm so appreciative. I love chiropractic, and I really love DE. So thank you so much for your time.
Short, sweet, and powerful. That was awesome. Thank you. Simplify, and simplify. My history coming from the mixing world and just simplifying the world, some of my practice, simplifying my life. DE has helped me so much in that way as well. So, I didn't get to do a whole lot of introductory because we got some technical issues. I want to make sure that everybody, before you jump off the line, like Laura said, if you are not registered, Kat said there are a lot of people who are registered in the hotel who are not registered at DE. So you need to get a hold of Kat ASAP. Also, we have connections with, we have students. The deadline is passed for students to register, but you actually, if you're a student, you can register now. Just got to get a hold of Kat. If you have reservations and you have hotel reservations, you need to modify them as far as how many nights of stay or what rooms you're staying in or how many beds you need. Again, call Kat. Basically, the bottom line, if you have any questions, call Kat at DE. She can fix it. The hotel can't fix it. You need to call Kat. And girl, we are going to miss you because I have to tell everybody, one of my best memories of DE was there was a group of us that just happened to meet at the beach there at Lido Key on a Friday or Saturday night and watch a sunset. And you were part of that team, and Steve Snett and Derek and Scott Lowe, and we all just, and Bevan, we all just went and had one of the most spiritual moments watching the sunset. When you talk about connection.
Yeah.
That was a connected moment. Do you remember that? I mean, just
it was beautiful.
Was out of this world. So if you've never been to DE, you can come catch that same vibration this week, this in 9 days, because we're going to be overlooking the sunsets right from our hotel. We'll have to leave the seminar. You just sit there, watch it, and then go right back in the seminar and feel the vibration room that changed both of our lives and thousands of chiropractors' lives over the past 60 or 55 years. So thank you for your sharing tonight. I love and appreciate you, and love Bevan, and I hope everything works wonderful for all. Yeah. And everybody else, get yourselves registered for DE, and we will see you in 9 days. Love and appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you.